Another edition of Diamond Talk with head coach Southeastern Oklahoma State University baseball Zach Crabtree. Well, it was a big weekend for the baseball program. On Saturday we had a rainout, and that's not that great, but we had the Mike Matheny Field celebration and ceremony dedicating the new field. And I know you've been really instrumental, Zach, your second year here at Southeastern, in some of the improvements. And what do you think about everything that's been done to the ballpark?
We've definitely made some improvements, kind of made it a better college facility for our guys, and also something that's worthy of putting a name on it. And what better name than Mike Matheny Field, with what all he's accomplished here at Southeastern and what he's done for the student athletes and the community and the university, and just the legacy that he left here and will continue to be here from now on, with the field being named after him.
That archway and the brick and the entranceway looks really good, I think.
Yeah, it looks nice. It really adds to the facility, and it's just not something we went and had the ag program throw up. You know, it's a nice entryway, and we'll continue to improve the facilities and make it look nicer and add stuff to it. But, you know, for a start, it's really nice.
Well, one thing about it, from this point forward, it's no longer the ballpark in Durant. It's Mike Matheny Field, in which, you know, the coach was here. He spoke. There was quite a crowd here in the blue and gold suite because of the rain on Saturday. And I was amazed at how many players. I saw Jeff Fry here, Gary Ammons, a bunch of Clint Gilchrist. There was Roberto Santa. A bunch of guys came back.
Yeah, you go back through the record books of Southeastern Savage baseball, and there's some great players, and there are a bunch of them present. You know, you talk about Jeff Fry, Benny Culver, Ray Carujo. You can just go on down the list, but there are quite a few back, and that was nice to see them come back and honor Coach Matheny and the field improvements, and also dedicating the field to him.
Mike Matheny Field. I got to remember that. Not the legend. We can't call it the legend field.
No, we can call it the Mike, or call it Mike. You know, Mike Matheny Field. So, you know, it's just it's a great honor for him. You know, like I said, with all he accomplished and his team's accomplished there, and it'll be, you know, forever Mike Matheny Field.
We're visiting with Zach Crabtree, head coach of the Savvy Storm baseball team. It was a tough week for your squad overall.
Yeah, we didn't take care of business for sure, and walks and errors continue to plague us and hurt us, and you know, we're kind of in a back and forth game. The game one against Henderson, and we came back and tied it in the bottom of the eighth, and had them 2 outs and a runner on in the top of the ninth, and before we get the last out, give up 6 runs, and kind of the wheels fell off. And then game two, we're up 6-1 and going into the fifth, and kind of the same thing. Lead off walk, and then a double, and then a snowball fight broke out with our guys trying to play catch, and you know, we just didn't take care of business and ended up getting beat there in the seventh. And you know, this is a very disappointing weekend, kind of like the weekend before, and but no one feels sorry for us. Can't hang our heads. We got to get back up and try to get better, and we just got to take care of the baseball. It's something we preach from day one when we get here in August, is throwing strikes and taking care of the baseball and minimize extra outs and extra 90 feet. And, you know, the last 3 or 4 weeks, you know, you just can't put a finger on it, because it's not one guy or 2 guys. It's just our whole defense, and then every pitcher in our staff has struggled throwing strikes, and we've kicked the ball around, and it's just something that's very very disappointing. It's something I've always taken pride in, is our team's playing good defense and throwing strikes, and we have not done that this year. And so we've got 3 weeks left, and we got to try to clean it up. And starting today, as we get ready for East Central in a non-conference game tomorrow, and we need to be cleaner. They're coming in hot. They won a series against the Ouachita this past weekend, and you know, they're going to play hard, and it's a rivalry game. So we've got to be a lot better than we've been the last couple of weeks.
The thing that is so amazing about athletics at this level to me is how thin the margin is between victory and defeat. I mean, both of those games you're talking about, you're disappointed and the team didn't play as well as they could have, but the game was tied in both games going into the last inning. That's how thin that margin is.
For sure, and that kind of magnifies, you know, when you make those mistakes. And, you know, I try to talk to our guys. It's kind of embarrassing to say this stat, but I think in game one we walked 10 and made 8 errors. That's 18 extra outs that we had to get. You know, that's basically like us hitting for 9 innings and them hitting for 15, because they got 6 extra innings. And you can't win baseball games doing that. Not at my son plays coach pitch, and he was in a tournament yesterday, and we made some errors and got beat in the semifinals of a tournament. And So for that level all the way to college, if you kick the ball around and you walk people, you're not going to win very many games.
Well, it's kind of amazing, this conference, too. You mentioned East Central in the non-conference game on Tuesday. On the weekend, you got Southern Nazarene coming in. They swept Southern Arkansas, the top team in the. They were 1-20 in conference play, and they won 2 games this past week.
For sure. You know, that's one thing I learned last year. Is not that I didn't think the GAC was a good baseball, but it was a lot better than I thought, 1 through 12, after going through it a year. And there's, you know, each team has talented guys they run out there, and it's just who takes care of the baseball and doesn't walk people. It's basically who's going to win series. And, you know, there's some teams in the league that expect to win games, and we kind of talked about this last week. And there's some of us that are don't have the mindset all the time yet that we expect to win, and we're kind of hoping sometimes. And that's one of the things we really need to work on the remainder of this year and early in the fall next year is our mindset on how we expect to win every game when we take the field. And it doesn't matter who's in the other dugout. You're always playing against baseball, and the mound to the plate's always the same distance and in between bases. And so we got to do a lot better job of worrying about ourselves and taking care of our jobs and not worrying about if we throw a strike where they hit it or we're going to make a play or if I catch it. You know, we just got to do what each individual is supposed to do and be better as a team and as a program.
You know, you brought up walks. I think this is an interesting part of baseball because you hear fans, well, don't walk them, just put them on, throw it right down the middle if you have to. It's not quite as simple as that, I don't think. I'll let you explain. But my thing, you know, when you throw it in there and you get hit a couple of times, you get a little bit gun shy. Is there some of that in it?
There's some of that, but, you know, you throw the ball where you're supposed to throw it, then you don't get hit quite as hard. You know, we ask our guys when we miss to miss down, and if you miss down, you don't get hit quite as hard. If you miss around the belt or up, you get hit a lot harder. And but on the other side, if you walk guys, there's no chance of getting them out. They may hit a rocket and they may go right at somebody, and you got to get them out. So you've got to throw strikes to win, and you got to be able to hit your spots. And we have struggled doing that. And to our pitchers' defense, you know, the last couple weeks they've been a little bit better, but we've kicked the ball around behind them. And so when you walk people and kick the ball, it's a recipe for disaster.
So there's no way to go but up, right?
Correct. It has not been a good 2 weeks in Savage Storm land, but we're going to keep going out there. We got a beautiful day out there, so we're going to go out there and get better today. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. It's supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow, and we got the Tigers coming down, so we'd like to have a good crowd out and get after. And then we got senior weekend this coming weekend with Southern Naz Friday and Saturday, so it'll be the last conference series for our seniors here at home, and so we want to go out on a good note. And if we go and play like we're capable of, we got a chance to win 4 games this week and kind of get on a roll to see what happens the last 3 weeks. We're not mathematically out of things, but we definitely don't have any room for error at all.
Well, good luck in the games this week.
Thank you.
That's Zach Crabtree. That's Diamond Talk this week.